I got another banger for you guys, so stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome to the Mr. Bubbles channel, where we dish out awesome pressure washing business advice to beginners. And today we're doing a big job here in this, the focus of today's video. We're going to talk about this because one of the things that we're going to be talking a lot about on the channel in 2026, guys, is we're going to be teaching you how to run a profitable business, right? Because you guys notice in the Mr. Bubbles channel, we're always teaching you how to do a house wash, how to wash a patio, how to put together your rig, things of that nature. Well, 2026, my focus for you guys is going to be teaching you how to make money. All the different ways of how you can maximize your dollar potential when it comes to the pressure washing business. Now, of course, we're here, we're doing this job, and I'm going to talk to you about this because when was it? About a week, maybe 10 days ago, the office manager, she sent me out here to quote a job. And what the lady here wanted, if you can see here behind me, there's a vinyl fence. She wanted a price on washing the house and the vinyl fence. However, when I came here to talk to her, I found out that she's actually, they were prepping the house to put it on the market. So armed with that information, what I did is I walked around the house and I noticed all of the things. Let me go back here to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I noticed, all of these things, like, look at this walkway, guys. I mean, it's pitch black. You see that? I mean, and then so, we got a walkway, and you see the vinyl fence here. It's not even that bad. Some of the panels are actually really good, and then others are really, really, really grimy. But I mean, just look at this walkway. It's full of mildew, full of mold. Look at this. I mean, wow, it is just nasty everywhere. And we have a deck also that has a lot of algae, especially the lattices. And this walkway here, just look at this, guys. Look how grimy this is. You see it? And at the end of this walkway, you're going to see here, there's a little shed, which has a lot of algae growing on it. And this patio here with this little retaining wall, I mean, just look at this patio, guys. Look how black that is. The flagstone pieces that are in there, you can't even see it anymore. That's how nasty it is. So when I came here, what I did is I upsold, okay? So, this is one of those things, upselling opportunities is where you guys are going to make the bulk of your money. Whenever you go do a job, you have to take that, because this was going to be a $575 job that turned into an $1,800 job. And I did that because when I walked the property, right, I noticed all of these things. I noticed all of these opportunities for upselling. Okay, so that's the tip for you guys today. Upselling, you always have to be on the lookout for things to upsell, to sell to your customer, extra services, right? So here, like I said, she wanted the house wash and she wanted the vinyl fence. I upsold her on all the concrete cleaning, including she's got like a little skirt, like a concrete skirt in front of her asphalt driveway. And then up here, let me show you real quick. Let me turn the camera around for you guys again. Of course, we have Miguel here downstreaming the house. But I mean, just look at this walkway, guys. Look at this. Look how black this is. Look at this little end right here. I mean, she told me it's never been power washed. Just look at this. Look how nasty that is. And we're also doing the brick here, right? It's not a lot. It's a brick stoop, but it's got a lot of moss growing and all kinds of crap growing on it. And the point here being, guys, is that, this would have been, if I didn't know what I was doing, this turns into a $500-600 job. And I was able to get what, almost $1,200 more. No, actually $1,200 more out of the job because of upselling. And that is the point here is, whenever you go do a job, you should do a complete walk around and find out, other things that you can sell there. And the reason why that is so important, because, this is where all your highest margin money is going to be. Think about it like this. This job here cost us something to get this job. Guys, quick announcement. I've created a digital product called Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box. Check this out. Okay, so the Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box is actually a thumb drive that we're going to send to you guys to your physical address. And when you get this thumb drive, you're going to see a folder that's called Box in it. And then when you open it, you're going to see all of these files right here, guys, all of these folders. And guys, this thing has over 500 files, anything and everything I've ever created from my business. So all of the blueprints, training modules, documents, all of the things that you guys constantly email me about, your pricing PDF, your for example, your marketing blueprints, anything that you could need for your business is in here. That's why we call it a business in a box. One of the things that I really like about this is, guys, check out all of these pictures. So you have a total of 300 before and after pictures that you guys can add to your website and your Facebook and your Google My Business. And check this out. So there's a folder called Google SEO. And the pictures already have the SEO words in them. And this one photo right here has over 300. This specific folder has 190 pictures, but all in all, it's over 300 pictures. Look at some of these pictures, guys. Amazing before and afters pictures for you guys to be able to add to all of your social medias and whatnot. This is going to help you get a lot of customers. And of course, your edible postcards are on here. And then finally, you got training videos on here as well, guys. Like, for example, the video on how to optimize your Google My Business, the Mr. Bubbles. You got several videos. So they're like training modules. You got all the PDFs. The bottom line, guys, is this. This is going to help you with your business. So don't miss out. Make sure that you email us so you can get your business in a box today. In order to get your business in a box, you just got to hit the link in the description of this video. And I say this all the time on the channel, guys. The more you know, the more you grow. That's how come I decided to create this business in a box, because it has everything in there you need to be able to grow your business. And I really, really believe that this is going to be a game changer for you. Guys, you do not want to miss out on this one. Meaning, like, she actually saw one of the wraps in the field, right? Like, she was driving, saw a wrapped vehicle and took a picture of it. But that wrap costs us something. Whether we're talking a Facebook ad, a yard sign, in this case here, the wrap, maybe a next door ad that somebody sees, it costs money to make those. And so, and then plus with a job, it costs labor, there's fixed costs, there's overhead, there's, what is that thing called? Variable costs like gas and the solution that we're using and everything, right? So this job comes with a cost. So when I upsell something, I'm making a lot more money, a lot higher of a margin here, a profit, because again, we're already here. Right? Does that make sense to you guys? So, I was able to upsell all of these extra services. I'm already here. So now, instead of having to drive an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to the next job, we're going to be stuck here for 3 hours, but we're going to average around $600 an hour doing those 3 hours to do this $1,800 job. So my point being is, whenever you guys go out and, you're doing a job, let's say it's a driveway or a gutter, whatever the job may be. identify in that property, things that you can sell to the customer. And by the way, upselling is part of your, what is that thing called? Your anatomy of a sales pitch, right? Because your sales pitch has 5 individual parts: introduction, short story, presentation, close, and then the last part, which is the upselling. And that's what I did here. And to give you another great tip on that, guys, is this. When I actually told her, I sold this to her by telling her that we have what's called a curb appeal package. And by the way, we offer this to every single customer when it's a real estate type of dealio, like meaning they're about to sell the house. We have what's called a curb appeal package. For us, that includes everything except the roof. Okay. And, here, like I said, was $1,799, $1,800 job. That's what this came out to be, because you saw the different patios, the walkways, the fence, like everything else. Now, your package might look different because maybe there's something, some service that I offer that you don't. But I suggest to you, put together your own version. There's me. He's already going towards the back there. Put together your own version of your curb appeal package and try to sell that to every single real estate, client that you run into where, they're fixing up the house. They need to take pictures, things of that nature. So you upsell the concrete, the deck, whatever in the outside needs to be beautified, right? Needs to look good for pictures and for potential customers and that sort of thing. So that's a great tip for you guys. And then in 2026, like I was saying, I'm going to give you guys a lot of these tips on how you can maximize your profitability, raise the margin of your profits in your company. Because if you're spending a lot of time, in what they call windshield time, meaning like you go and you just do one job, you're doing a house wash, and then you drive 1 hour to the next job, well, you're going to be limited by the amount of money that you can make in this business, right? Whereas, you might be stuck 2-3 hours in one single place, but that might be a $900 job. So you'd be averaging, $300, $400, $500 an hour, depending on your level of expertise. And that's my point right there. So imagine you go to every single house, you upsell one thing. You upsell the driveway or the walkway or the stoop or the front sidewalk. I've done that in plenty of houses. Or like easy peasy vinyl fence or a vinyl, a composite deck, that sort of thing. That's my tip for you guys today. And like I said, we're going to be in 2026. That's going to be the focus of the Mr. Bubbles channel, is to teach you guys, how to run a profitable business. But there you have it. That's all I got for you guys today. Like I always say, stay tuned, stay glued to the Mr. Bubbles channel, because, man, I got some great content for you guys right around the corner. But as always, thanks for watching this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.